Custer came up.
Mm-hmm.
He was up around here where he first got a look at the village.
Big village,
Well, he was in Medicine Tail Coulee when he did that.
Oh yeah.
I think this is where he was waving his hat.
Yeah.
And those guys could see him from down here. And that's the last time anybody ever saw Custer.
Yeah.
Was right up here? He did where we're at?
He was right here.
Wow.
And the Gray Horse Group, Company E, was with them. They all rode gray horses.
Company? Sorrow and Gray. And
Right. Each company had their own color horse.
Mind the tree.
I think this is hill, they call it number 3411. Because that's the elevation right there at the top. And they say that's where Custer took a look.
Right on top here?
Yeah.
And that's where he flagged Reno when Reno was engaging.
Well, Reno never claimed to see him, but I think Varnum, the chief of scouts, he saw him. Gerudio saw him. Or they claimed to.
You okay, Jake?
Oh yeah.
Taking it in, aren't you? Oh, we got a horse race going here. Look at this.
Geez, it feels good to be sitting on a horse again. God dang.
Yeah.
You had mules and everything, huh?
I had mules for falling out elk.
This guy wants to just be with you guys. Well, here's an open spot too that.
But the village, a lot of these trees weren't here then. And the village was all the way down across the river from the ranch where the Cheyenne were and the Hunkpapa were.
Mm-hmm.
Back up here a mile and a half or two.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
That's
whoa.
what you want.
Yeah,
A horse that wants to keep up. That's good.
Okay, lean
We're
forward.
going straight up, so lean forward.
Lean
We're
forward.
Going up.
You hear that, Jake? He wants-
We might walk a little fast, but that's okay because it's easier on your knees.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Sometimes it's hard, especially. But we don't go fast downhill though.
no, no, no. Well, that's beautiful country. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We'll take a look around. You guys can do pictures or anything like that.
Look at that, man. That's where Reno.
Yeah, that's where Reno and them fought.
That's where Reno and
Yeah.
first engaged the Indian camp.
Wow. Like one of the stories I heard was that passed down was that he got hit trying to cross the river.
Mm.
And that's when he doubled back and tried to cross again, but that's when they got chased up, you know, in last stand.
See, I heard, and I don't know how much truth there is to this,
Yeah.
but he was actually shot off his horse at Medicine Trail.
Yeah, I heard that too. No one knows for sure, but yeah, all these different stories.
This is amazing. Very nice.
All right, we'll keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good horse. Yeah, good boy. Do you ever see any rattlesnakes around here?
Yeah, bunch. Usually July. Usually we hear them before we see them.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the horses walking, and the horses will peek their ears up.
Mm-hmm. They're not aggressive.
Yeah.
It's a Little Bighorn River out there. Would you say we're in the camp by now?
No, down there's the camp.
Right down there?
Yeah. We were pointing, that's where I think soldiers were looking. So everybody was right down there.
Yeah. The crow's nest over there. Look at the ants. Got cactus here. Well, so where's Weir's Point?
Right there, we were pointing.
Weir's Point is right over here. Right, we just passed it actually. Right there.
Yeah, right where we were starting, he was probably looking down.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that coulee, that bottom drainage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where Custer and his men were charging. Probably right along this so they wouldn't be seen.
Yeah.
Funny story I heard about how White Man Ransom got his name.
Yeah.
He had a different name before. It happens a lot. They have different names sometimes, and they give him a warrior name. White Man Ransom got his name when he used to see a white rancher's daughter, and then he got caught seeing her, and the rancher chased him down with a gun and got away.
Well,
It's a funny story my family tells.
I wondered about that.
Yeah.
So do you think the snakes are hibernating yet, or do you think they're out?
No, they're definitely out. I think I've seen them.
Huh?
Yeah. It's different reading about it and then seeing it, huh? Like,
Oh, yeah.
it plays out.
This is, it's a whole, the terrain is just,
Yeah.
you had to have been crazy
Kind
to,
of hard to take it into an account until you're actually doing it.
yeah.
The key to the whole deal, in my mind, is was Reno not being able to uphold his position down there. Because as soon as he fell back,
Yeah.
all those warriors came this way.
Yeah. Plus Benteen was still back in Benteen.
So do you think he just panicked? Pulled
You
out
know?
prematurely?
Yeah, probably when
Yeah.
the brains got splattered on him, he probably lost his.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have been annihilated if he would have stayed there too.
There's people that say that he could have defended the timber position, but others say he couldn't because they'd have ran out of ammunition. And
I think there's a story too. Weren't they sending him out for water
Yeah.
when they were getting hit?
Yep.
well, that was after they were up on top
Yeah.
during the night.
On this battle, but did they give somebody a medal or something like that for going down and getting water?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of guys got medals of honor for
Getting water, huh?
17 of them.
Oh, damn. That's cool.
Loosely, the idea was for them to converge. Gibbon and Terry were coming up a little bit going, they were going to converge on the 26th if the Indians were here. But Custer, he got it into his head that he'd been spotted and he had to attack. Then and there, or the tribes might scatter, which is total bullshit.
Yeah.
If he'd have waited and done a little reconnaissance, he could have hit him right at daylight on the 26th. He could have had a better plan, I guess.
Yeah.
We're telling him there was
Small, tiny one.
I didn't even see that snake. Here, let's get single file.
So, who's got the cattle in here?
You know, they could have hid down here, waited till the soldiers got by.
I'm pretty sure they knew they were coming.
Yep.
They're probably waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a few Indians camped on this side of the river. But, yeah, there was a few. Gall had two wives and his children killed.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
When Reno, his scouts, Rickera scouts,
Yeah.
they were supposed to steal the horses, drive the horses off, so they were out in front.
Yeah.
And they got down in here, and Gall, his family was killed.
Yeah.
And he went insane. I mean, I
He
would.
went insane with
Yep.
hatred. He claims up here on Battle Ridge he was using nothing but his war club.
Did you see that war club in the in that visitors place?
Yeah,
Oh man, that looked brutal.
but he caved in a lot of guys' heads.
Oh man, he was like what, 6'4", 300 pounds or something. That guy was huge.
Later on in his life, after he became accustomed to the white man's ways, he became a policeman, and that's when he really got heavy. He was huge.
Yeah. I remember the first time we came here and I seen horseback riders. I thought, wow, I want to do that. And here we are.
Here you are.
Mm.
Years later. Where are you guys from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska. Huh? What about you?
Same, Omaha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're here in Montana, huh?
I'm confused.
Oh, good. I'm not going to tell you.
That's sage.
That's the bush.
That's the bush sage.
Is that the...
That isn't the good stuff.
That's how I got going here.
I'll show you the stuff that they use for ceremonies when I see it. You can see by the terrain how difficult it would have been for the soldiers to cover everything. Holy cow.
Not too bad.
That's tough.
And he couldn't go, and they couldn't stop for him because they were being overrun. So they told him, "We'll come back," which of course they couldn't. So he just laid there, and they found him with a stick shoved through his head.
Mm.
But that was right up along the road on Weir Point.
Yeah.
It's all what you believe about how many companies went down. There was some that stayed up here. Custer allegedly stayed up here and sent E and F down there.
The gray horses.
Right. But the real birds will tell you that Custer got shot right in the river down there. So
Mm-hmm.
They said he had two revolvers going like that or something like that, I heard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's true, but did he really have two ivory revolvers?
Ivory pistol grips.
Yeah, something like that.
he and two of his brothers and his nephew died up here.
Wow.
And the brother-in-law, like up where that car is,
Mm-hmm.
it was Calhoun
Calhoun.
and Crittenden
Yeah.
up there.
One thing you've noticed too is that those markers are all grouped up, so they must have been shooting and going, shooting, you know.
Yeah.
It's like called shoot and scoot or something like that.
The Keo, when they did the cluster,
Mm-hmm.
they lost their horses, and the horses had like 90% of their ammunition
Right.
on them.
Oh yeah,
And so they ran out of ammunition, so they were just fleeing for their lives.
yeah.
I mean,
A lot of them were heading for Last Stand Hill, and the Indians were just coming up behind them and just
yep,
whacking them and killing them.
yep.
Probably like a thousand on the big side.
Yeah.
She also said that a lot of the soldiers who were detoured from the actual battle, they were in pairs of twos, and they would be back to back doing, you know, fighting hand-to-hand combat because they ran out of. So you'll see a lot of headstones in twos.
Yeah, twos.
Oh yeah,
And look,
right there.
deer.
Straight, straight.
Oh yeah. Whitetails.
That's good deer.
They were running onto the battlefield yesterday when they were doing the cavalry run.
Yeah, they're like getting out of the way. So this is Trail Coulee right here.
Yeah, right there, that kind of drainage.
Yep,
Medicine Tail Coulee.
Medicine Tail Coulee. I keep saying Trail. Trail Coulee.
Up there is where Custer sent Martini back,
Oh.
or Bentini,
Oh, back that way.
back up that way. There was a lot of Irish,
Yep.
Germans. It's the only work the Irish could get.
Right, because nobody in New York, you know, there were so many Irish not allowed.
Right.
You know, they were. This guy really fights back on these reins. He's like, no, I know what I'm doing.
We used to run him a lot when I was younger, so he probably still has that.
Yeah,
He wants to go all the time.
he wants to go. I can feel it.
This was awesome.
Amazing. Who wants to get off first?
I probably should. I'm the oldest. I love it. All right. You got him? Okay. Oh, jeez. Get out of there. Thank you, sir. Whoo. Yes. Hi. How are you doing?
Well, it's green grass is
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You were good. You were really good. You were really good. Yes, you are.
drinking a Red Bull.
You're a good horse.
Green grass.
Oh, yeah. Stay far enough away from the bus, these guys.
Yeah.
Get.
What are you gonna do for the rest of the day? You gonna go to the pasture? Hmm? Did they ever do any like filming here, like for movies or anything?
Yeah, Little Big Man.
Little Big Man was filmed.
Was here?
Yeah, right here on the spot.
Right here.
No shit. That's cool.
Right here?
Yeah, you can kind of see the hills. Yeah.
Back here, coming down this cliff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of remember this cliff and right here.
I
and
do.
Watch the movie and then you'll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real inspired to learn about
That was quite a movie. He was really portrayed Custer as a real nut. So Little Big Man was filmed right here with Dustin Hoffman. This cliff right here was where the warriors came rushing down to get behind Custer. This is a Medicine Tail Coulee.